everyone. So this is another take on what Jim and I have been working on, trying to set up a little video studio, math video studio, a Lightboard math video studio. So meaning that I can write on the board and face you. And you can see my face, you can see what I write on the board. I'll give you a little example. Like move over just a bit so that you can see that. I have been learning so much. So we wanted to make a green screen, and behind us is actually a green screen, which we made from poster board from the dollar store and double-sided tape. Needs a little bit of work because, as you can see just down here, there's a little bit of gray at the bottom here and black. That's had to be cut out because I didn't have quite enough green screen. And you'll notice that up here at the top as well, that there is a little bit of black. Now you may not actually notice that because I may crop that before I post this. So we'll see. I may have to cut this whole little part out. I'm pretty excited. It's looking pretty good. So I have two lights up in front of me here. They're shining on the wall behind me, which was black before, but is now covered in green poster board, which we're probably just going to find that shade of green and paint it. I just found out tonight if I lower the light on the, so inside, there's a frame here that we've built, and this is plexiglass here. I don't know if you can see that, that's plexiglass. And all around it we've got LED lights. And I actually lost my train of thought as to what I was going to tell you there. It looks like that light's gone off, and it doesn't seem to really matter, so I'm not even going to worry about that. That is my presenter lights going around the board, because this looks fairly bright. Anyways, I'm going to show you, oh, and I will change cameras in a minute, and I'll show you how I can move the blocks around. But for now, do I want to change cameras? I don't know if I want to change cameras because it may not have the green screen in it yet. I'm just going to pause and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I will change the screens or the camera shortly, but I just wanted to show you on here how cool this is. So I know hello is not that exciting. You can see with the erasing, it takes a little bit more work. I guess we should do it this way. 4 plus what makes 5? And we're looking for that equal sign. And if we add 1 to 4, we get the equal sign. We also could do 3 plus what is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 7. 4 plus what makes 7? 4 plus 3. Could also do 5 plus what is 7? What needs to fit right there? Well, we need a 2. There's your equal sign. Try and make it this way. This is a very rudiment setup right now. I've got to work things out better, but they are coming along. I'm just showing you. I'm able to switch between cameras. So now I am going to pause. Oh. Actually, before I pause, we could do, you know, all the things that make 7. I am back, and now I'm using my laptop camera, and I'm going to show you how we can move the blocks around on the screen. So here's 10, 9, 8. I don't have my glasses on, so I should put my glasses on. I can't see very well without them, it seems. Oh, there's 8, 7, 6, 5, and I've got a double 5 for if I want to make 10s. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm finding that these snap really nice to the side here, and I have to sort of figure out my bottoms on my cameras because, and or the resolution here. I think my screen is too big and I cannot see the very bottom of it unless I go out of studio mode or into studio mode. I'm not really sure which is which. But anyways, right now I'm on my laptop camera, and I can switch between my laptop camera, my phone camera, and my webcam now. And I've not gotten rid of the green behind me here yet. However, if I did put a green screen in onto the laptop camera, so let me pause for a minute and I'll show you. Okay, I decided not to do it because there is this big black part up here, which I could get rid of, I guess, if I cropped. Maybe I'll do that. Hi, again. I'm not sure if this will be at the beginning of a video or at in the middle of a video or at the end. But right now I am on my laptop camera, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about what Mortensen Math blocks were like. So I've made these virtual Mortensen Math blocks from 1 to 10. We also have 100 blocks, and when you turn the 10s on their side, they become x's, and when you turn the hundreds on, like flip them over, they become x squareds, etc. We have basic ops and things like that as well. But these are my virtual 1 to 10 blocks, and I just wanted to show you them. So this would be 1 unit, and then 2 units, and 3 units. And so kids can actually just grab a 2. If they want to count by 2s, they could, you know, have more than one of these. If they want to count by 3s, more than one of these. I'm not going to duplicate them right now. It's kind of a work in process here, or in progress here. I mean, I guess I could duplicate them. Basically, copy and then just duplicate, and now I have 2 3s. So if I want to count by 3s, there's 3. Oh, there's 3, and then there's 6. Right? So 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can do that with all of the blocks. So in a Mortensen Math kit, you get about 9 of each of these, maybe a couple more 3s and a couple more 2s, but 9 of the 4s to 9s, and then a lot of 10s and quite a few 100s. And so the beauty of this is that if you want to know whether or not 3 is bigger than 4, or 4 is bigger than 3, you can just compare them. You can put them side by side like this. On top of that, right now, if we want to see what we need to make 3 4, we can just add a 1 to the end here, and then we can see that 3 needs 1 to be 4, and it makes the equal sign. Okay, what's bigger, 2 or 3? Well, it's really clear when we compare them that 2 is smaller than 3. What comes before 2? Well, 1 comes before 2 because it's smaller than 2. What comes after 3? I'm just going to move these up a bit. 4 comes after 3. And you can see the staircase here. Now, we could flip these. I'm not going to do that right at the moment. We could flip these and make the staircase go vertical. And then you can, that actually has a lot to do with equation of a line and slope and things like that. You can see kind of the slope here. So, I mean, I don't really need to do them vertical. We can just do them this way. You can see there's a clear slope here. We go up one and over one, up one and over one, up one and over one. We can use this for algebra. You know, for instance, if we have, say, 7, let's just move these out of the way. We have 7, and we have 4 here. We can just, sorry, I keep right-clicking on here. We can actually just say, you know, x is here. 4 plus x is the same as 7. Well, what does x have to be? Well, x has to be 3. So that's just a little introduction to my virtual blocks that I've made so that I can use them while I'm filming at the same time. It's been a huge learning curve just to get to where I am tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm planning on putting out a lot of videos, but first I'm working out the tech and the lighting, and oh, it's just, it's mind-blowing how much learning I've done myself personally in the past month trying to set up this virtual math studio in a very small space on a very small budget. Alright, so I'm going to switch the cameras again. So I will see you in a moment on a different camera. Alright, hi again. So I am now on my webcam, and I want to show you just a little bit with the Lightboard how we can do it. I showed you earlier with the blocks moving around, and I can still move them around. My laptop's over here, so that's why I'm looking this way a little bit. You can see here that I have 4, and I need some number to go with that 4 to make 7. And so what I want to show you here, hopefully I can write this in the right spot, is that we can do algebra here. All we need to, nope, that's a little too high up. Maybe I should draw my X first. This is definitely a learning curve. All right, so we have 4 plus x, and 4 plus x is the same as 7. Well, what does x have to be? X has to be 3. And so you can do algebra right away. Just, you know, no big deal. It's the same as what we were just doing with the blocks earlier, but now I've actually added in the symbol for x. Okay. Now, the thing with this Lightboard is that I can, let me see if I can get this in the right spot. I can draw, it's going to take me some practice here. But, and maybe what I will do is just match the blocks. So there's 4, and there's a 4. And then I'm going to put a 7 here. There's a 7. And I'm going to do a 3 here. And there's a 3. So we can match the numbers to the blocks. We could do, and let me just erase these. We can do some addition, so maybe I'm going to actually move these blocks out of the way just so they're not right there. I haven't really made up any script for tonight at all. Like, nothing's planned here. I didn't even think I'd get quite this far as getting the green board set up. So, you know, just very impromptu. But we could do, let's see, move it here, 1 plus 2. Right, what's 1 plus 2? Well, we've got 1, I have to keep my head out of there, plus 2. These markers, they're dripping a little. One plus 2, I'm just going to rewrite that. So we'll just do this. This is what 1 plus 2 is. I'm going to move them over so that when I'm here, they're not on my face. And I don't think those are exactly lined up, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. We can do 1 plus 2. And you can see that that's probably going to drip, that marker, but it is what it is. I'm going to try and get some chalk markers and see if they work better. So you can start doing some math with the blocks. You know, if we wanted to do multiplication, we could take these over here, move them out of the way. Let's do 3s. Oh, move it over a bit more. So on here, this is, I'm going to use a different marker here. Move this mouse out of the way. This is 3. Oh my goodness. I definitely am, it's definitely going to be a learning curve here for me. So, will this draw where I want it to? 3 across and 2 up. Okay, and 3 across and 2 up. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I will have to learn to make these blocks slightly opaque. So for instance, I'm going to pause for a minute and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so now when I do this, I can put my fingers right behind here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 3 across and 2 up is 6. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what I've gotten, what I've accomplished so far. I'm really hoping that my videos are going to be good. You guys are really watching me just learn. You're never too old to learn. I'm not really a fan of putting myself out in front of people. You probably know that already from following. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I very rarely put my face out, so this is a big deal to me. It's a little scary. You know, I don't look young, like I'm not young anymore. You know, I'm heading towards 60. It's just, I've never been one to want to put my face out, actually, unless I'm like on the soccer field or running, you know, going in a race or something like that. In sports, I have no problem putting myself out there. But in other forms like this is really foreign to me. You'll probably notice most of my videos, all you see is my hands, right? This is a big deal, me putting my face out here to you. But I saw James from Exploding Dots and the Global Math Project, and I saw his Lightboard videos, and I really just was like, this is what I want to do. And so I'm going to try and get past my shyness. I'm going to try and get past my not really wanting to put my face out here in front of everybody. I prefer to just do the math normally, but I really like the Lightboards. I'm pretty excited about it. So I don't know. Let's see. What else can I do on here? Let's see. How about I show you really quick. This one is for Sam. I'm going to actually move my blocks out of the way here. And these are my opaque blocks. And just these. So they're kind of out of the way. So how about we do x squared plus 3x. Oh man, that's way too high. Okay, so x squared. So I guess what I will do is move myself over a bit. You're going to see my head cut off just a bit off and on. I'm on a very small part of the board. The board goes way up here, and I'm only able to use a small amount. It's about like that. I'm not really sure. Anyways, it's hard to measure it to show you. So x squared, or x squared plus, I don't like, that's messy. So x squared, not that that's much better, plus 3x plus 2. Okay, now in Mortensen Math, the x square, and I have some in here, but I'm not going to turn them on right now. X square is the smooth block. Okay, on the back side is the 100, bumpy. Algebra is a smooth subject. I should be looking at you, not over there, but it's really hard not to because I'm trying to figure out where I am in space. All right, so that is the x square. That's this right here. That's the symbol for this. Okay, and then the x's are, you take your 10s and you turn them on their side, and it's the smooth side. So algebra, again, is a smooth subject. So there's x squared and 1x, but we need 3x. So 1, 2, 3, to see how it's just all counting. There's 3x right there. So x squared, 3x. Sorry, and 2. So the little unit block. You can see that this is my virtual 2. Okay. Let me move the virtual 2 over a bit more. There's my virtual 2. And in space, there is... Now, it's a little harder to see because the light's not really shining on it. Maybe I'll put it like that a little bit. But that's the 2. Okay? Or we can use 2 units, like 2 of these. I only have 1 in my desk drawer right now, so we have 2 of those, and that's the same as 2. But anyway, so x squared, let's move the 2 out of the way here. X squared, 3x, and 2, flying away on me. And I'll just show you how we can factor that, okay? So first of all, if we were going to just draw this, we would just draw our x squared and 3x, and then just 2 dots for the 2. But we actually want to factor it, so we need to make a rectangle. You're going to actually see me use the algebra blocks on here as well going forward, but at the moment, I don't really feel like pulling them up and finding them and sizing them. So x squared and 3x, we're going to put 2 of them on this side. I'm going to put 1 up there, and I'm going to put the 2 little units in the corner there. It's a little bit crooked here, but that's okay. So what we're looking for is the across and the up. Now, I actually think it's easier to see what the across is by looking on top here. So if you go straight across there, you can see there's x plus 2. And if you go straight up here, you can see there's x plus 1. And so when we factor this, we do the across. And I may need to just rewrite that. The across and the up. And that is x plus 2 and x plus 1 up. So across and up. And that's factored. That's all there is to it, to factoring it. All right. I should probably be looking at you when I'm showing you this in front of me. But I tend to look here because my laptop is there and I'm kind of trying to see what I'm doing on screen. So definitely some improvements need to be made. But I feel like, considering we started this a month ago and it's on a budget, that we're not doing too bad. So I'm going to stop there. I'm pretty tired. This has been a long night just getting to this stage. And James, if you are watching this video, I hope that you are pleased with my progress, considering the last 2 videos I sent you were not to this level. I think this is pretty good. Not a bad start. All right, so good night, everybody. I would say happy weekend, but it's nowhere close to the weekend, so happy week, and I will talk to you all soon.